Hey guys, Squint here. You can see in the vise we have a Lockwood. This is the 289. Don's Lock sent me one, and then Dark Earth Lock Picking sent me one also. So I'm going to be doing a giveaway one of these days with one of these in there. You can see I have it picked. This is the first time I have gotten this lock picked. I've kind of developed a little bit of a technique. I wouldn't say it's technique, but new. I've seen it before and decided to try to use it on one of these locks, and lo and behold, the damn thing worked. So we're going to go through here again, lock it back up, and see if we can get it picked. There's the bitting on the key. See if we can get it picked on camera, but we already have it picked once, but lock it back up. Show you guys it works really good. Alright, so what I've been doing is I've put the pick in. I'm using it's a custom pick. It's almost like a hook number 1 from Monkey Lock Picks. I've used this a couple of times. But I'll put it in there, and the problem that you get with these is they're easy to overset. So we'll go in, find a binder, go to set it, set the next one. And what I'm doing is, when I set it, if I think I've overset it, I'll keep the tip of the pick underneath the pin I just set, and then I'll just let the pin drop and then raise it just a hair. So that one was an overset. Now listen. Okay. So it touched the tip of the pick, and then I just raise it ever so slightly, and then get a little click. It seemed to work last time, so let's see if we can keep going. So find one that's giving me some feedback. Okay, so we overset, click it, and then work it right there to where it gave me a double click click. That means we're probably past the shear line with that pin. So we keep working it. Nothing. Nothing. Try to find one that's giving me a little feedback. One's bound up. No feedback though. I'll fix my tension wrench. Okay, a little feedback here. Okay, click. That one was good because it gave me the one click and put my false set back. Okay, one. That one was good because it dropped my false set back, so we didn't overset it. Looking for feedback. There's a little right there. Alright, so that one didn't give us our click back to the left, so we're going to let off the tension. Yep, there we go. So it went back to the left. So we just kept the tip of the pick right up underneath it. Feedback. Okay. There was our feedback. There was the click back to the left. Okay, nothing in the back. It's pretty solid back there. Feedback. Okay. There it goes. Boom. Kept the tip of the pick right on it and knocked it straight down into the... Oh man, I hope it wasn't out of focus the whole time. Well, let's get her picked. So that was a little technique that I used, especially with these Lockwoods, was if I overset the pin, I would just keep the tip of that pick on there dropped the pin slightly and waited for that counter rotation back to let me know I was in between the shear line. But you guys can see that we are open. Well, maybe. There we go. Alright, let's get this thing gutted so you can see what was inside. I'm sure it's all spools. Alright, let's use this little blue one. Appreciate Don and Dark Arts Lock Picking for sending me these. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and lock this up since I have the key. I'll probably be doing one of these, giving one of these away here one of these days. That was awesome. Finally was able to knock one of these Lockwoods out. I can't remember who I saw that from as far as if you overset a pin, just kind of keep your pick there. It may have been Chris Aaron's, I can't remember. But I do remember somebody talking about it. And I've never really even tried it. But it definitely worked for, especially with spool pins and you know, just greatly helped on getting this dang Lockwood open with these spool pins in here. Alright. So it's a 5-pinner. You guys can see everything was in and working. Oh man, lots of oil or graphite or something on there. There's one standard, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's see. So these are all beveled. Alright, let's see what we got up top of this 289. One was a spool. I'd be surprised if all of these weren't spools. Two, spool, 3, spool, 4 and 5 out the back. Five was a spool. And 4 was a spool. So that was 5 spools. And each and every one of them I was oversetting, which tends to be a problem with these Lockwoods. But as you saw there, I was able to use my pick. So you can see here, not all of these are beveled. I thought they all were going to be, but it only looks like definitely number 4's got a bevel edge on it. And the rest of them look like they're pretty yeah, one's got a bevel edge on it. Kind of hard to see, but when I'm talking about the bevel edge, you guys can see how it's not flat straight across. It's actually got a rounded edge. Hopefully you guys can see that. Get the light on there. Hopefully you guys can see it's got a rounded edge on it. So it really makes it easy to overset because it's not flat edge against flat edge. So it kind of pushes that key pin up in there a little bit more. So what I was able to do was, yeah, that one's flat, but number 3 is beveled. see there, it's got that rounded end on it. 4's definitely got a rounded end. Yeah. But what I was able to do was keep the pick underneath it and drop it down and get that release back, letting me know that it's set. But everything in here is a spool, and honestly, I don't really have issues picking spools, but picking them with that bevel edge on there, it sure does make it more difficult pick. So, well, just drop the dang pliers. So as you guys can see, oh, there's a pin too. Lockwood 289, all spools. There was a bevel on 1, 3, and 4, which made those pins real easy to overset. So you guys can see Lockwood 289, and keep bidding one more time. Alright guys, I appreciate you hanging in there with me, and yeah, try that if you're having issues with spool pins. Leave the pick up underneath there a little bit and let that bevel edge drop back down, especially if you're having issues with these Lockwoods. Alright, if you guys have any questions or want to comment, please leave them below. Like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, do whatever the hell you want. Appreciate all your support. Alright, this is Squint, and I'll be on to the next lock.